We have come here today in the hope that others will begin to see animals that we share this planet with in a different light. Animals are not objects, they are not commodities, and they are not somethings. Indeed, they are someones. They are individuals who are not here for humans to use and abuse as we see fit. They are children, mothers, fathers, families, with friends and communities who experience life with all its joys and sadness in exactly the same way that we do. And each of them in their own unique and personal way. Like most people, I love animals. I look at them and wonder. They bring joy to my heart, and when I'm close to them, all I want to do is to protect them from harm and actively show them how much I love them. And yet, these feelings that I hold inside me for them open a gateway to so much sadness and pain. Our relationship with other animals is fundamentally broken. We treat them with disdain and disrespect. We enslave them, confine them, oftentimes in atrocious conditions. We sexually exploit them. We mutilate their bodies, abduct their children, destroy their homes and natural habitats, and we exploit them in ways that would disgust us if it was done to another human being. And somehow, some way, these heinous acts of violence and cruelty have become accepted as cultural and social norms, as food, for clothing and textiles, in science and medicine, hunting, fighting, racing, and entertainment. The list is endless. And yet, it's 2023 and we live in a time now when we no longer need to use and exploit animals for any of these things. So I asked you why. Why do we continue to do it every second of every minute of every day? A never-ending cycle of pain, suffering, and unnecessary violence. So today, right now, this very second, we can choose a different path. We have the choice to be kind, to end their suffering, to spare their lives, and to allow them the freedom to live at peace, just by making some basic and simple changes to our daily lives. We need to begin to see beyond ourselves and to realise that every life is equally important to the one living it, and it shouldn't be up to us to decide who lives and who dies, who suffers and who doesn't. Life itself is the most important asset that any of us will ever possess, and the excuses we use, like habit, tradition, convenience and taste, do not come close to justifying the horrors that we bestow upon other animals. Yet they are the selfish excuses that we use. They are our best reasons that we can come up with to excuse ourselves for exploiting and killing other animals in their billions. So maybe, just maybe, it's time for humanity to face some harsh truths and realities. Animals are our fellow earthlings, or brothers and sisters, sentient, intelligent, living, breathing individuals who have as much right to be here on this planet as you and me. Their hearts beat just like ours. Their eyes see just like ours. Their ears hear just like ours. And most importantly, they wish for nothing more than to live their lives in peace, free from harm and exploitation. So it's time for us to stop making excuses, to stop being so unbelievably selfish, and to make the necessary changes moving forward to alleviate the suffering of others, because that's what good people do. Each and every human being on this planet can vow to change today. You don't need to wait for New Year's to roll around to make a resolution. You can vow to change right now, this very second, to no longer support their use, abuse, or to be the cause of their suffering. And instead you can choose kindness and compassion. To recognise other animals as the sentient individuals that they are. You can choose right now not to eat them, not to wear them, and to not exploit them from this moment forward. And you can choose to align your everyday choices and actions with the ethical code that already exists inside your heart. Humankind can do better than this, and without question, we can do better for them. We should be kind whenever possible, and it's always possible. In remembrance of all the animals that have suffered so terribly at the hands of human beings, could I please ask that we remain silent in their memory for just a few short seconds? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Clif.